What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Rank gets it, headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. With the 1st down and more. Along the sideline past midfield. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Here's a give for Wright. And he'll go down here at the 16. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. It's Johnson on 2nd down. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. Looking for a throw here. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. On the ground again with Johnson. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The pitch is out to Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Johnson again. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did. and he simply has to get rid of it.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Third and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Putting a receiver in motion.
After 27-yard line.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the gun on 3rd down. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Completed here to Pickens. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 2nd and goal. Johnson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Now behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Panther 60. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. The back's got it. He has the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even...
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped.
Ain't buying it, Kate. No, sir. The fake extra point now? Can't do it. This game should be tied right now.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun, Johnson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Teams are back out on the field. Everyone is set, and the second half is underway. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. And it doesn't matter. wonder who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
He's going deep this time. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Go! Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 ranging. 70 ranging. Check go.
2nd and 10 now. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up first down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Ready? Smash, smash. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
2nd and 4. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. Chris Boswell for the point after. And no, they faked it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch him off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a give inside to right. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Right again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they were hoping They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8.
Here we go, set.
And you're going for this? Oh, brother, it's another interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. They'll try it on the ground. And he's in. They get the 2 points, but, oh, there's a flag down. And the way they're reacting sure looks like a hold. Getting another shot at 2 here.
19 Lions.
He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He running from the gun with Wright. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now on 2nd and 10. On target to Worthy. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. He makes it in for the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his 3-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the 3-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
From his own end zone, here we go. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him.
Ready up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Huh.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's Metcalf running the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. To throw here on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. no progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Man in motion here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Launches one deep downfield. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing it again here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. They send a man in motion. Keeping it on the ground. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Roll.
Now a run with Wright. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run.
And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
And he's able to push this down to the 12. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Trying the left side with Johnson. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go play action here. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys put up even more points in a win. George Pickens the touchdown. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving them out, trying for 2.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take go.
They want to run it across. The 2-point try does not work out, and I'm not sure this flag is going to save him either. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running behind center with Wright. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
They run again with Wright. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Here's a give for Wright. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of only 1. Still 3 yards to go here on 4th down. Back to throw, needing a 1st. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Slot man motioned over. Play action on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 10. Leads to 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Bravo 80. 18, Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11. Chop 60, chop 60.
Trying again following the sack. couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Okay, ready?
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Let's go now.
He's going to throw this one. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
His work begins at the 31. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Wright running out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You could feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This one misses the tight end, and that brings up 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And he's brought down for a loss. And he is stopped a long ways from that line to gain. They force a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Metcalf there to bring it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QB's...
Touchdown! Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
And that one's caught. Just add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Motioning the tight end now. They'll throw to begin this drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. Jamel Dean makes the play. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more. Looking to the air here. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. I think we were all expecting to see the kicker there, but up big, they're still adding on with a 2-point conversion.
I think most of us, certainly the purists, would love to see the kicker there. Don't run up the score. But look, in the end, it's also on the other side, too. Stop them from scoring. Don't even let them put the 2-point conversion out. Keep them out of the end zone. You got a little responsibility to have some pride on that side as well.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Wilson's got it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the 1st. Running right. Here's right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys trying to do some window dressing. Offense to the line for 2nd down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And they pick him off again. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Man in motion, out of the slot. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's trying to push the field. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And they pick him off again! Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Let's go. 60 by 6, 60 by...
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So now it's going to be third and long. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up fourth and long. Pass play now. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's Wright on the carry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Wright. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off, running left, right. And he's brought down for a loss. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Running it with right. They pitch it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're